Hello, welcome back to the class. And now we shall move on to the next topic in the chapter Control and Coordination. Let us discuss a few questions and answers. Okay, first endocrine system. What is endocrine system? Let us know. Why are endocrine glands called ductless glands? Endocrine glands are called ductless glands because they do not have any ducts. They release their secretions directly into the blood. Okay. What are the secretions of endocrine glands? So, the secretions of endocrine glands are called hormones. How are hormones transported? So, hormones are directly released into the blood by the endocrine glands. Blood acts as a medium of transport. Blood transports hormones from the site of their production to the site of their action. What is the target organ? So, the organ or tissue on which the endocrine glands, that is, the hormones, act, the secretions of endocrine glands act, are called target organs or target tissues. So, what is target organ or target tissue means? The organ or tissue on which the hormones secreted by endocrine glands act is called target organ or target tissue. What are the different endocrine glands present in human body? So many different endocrine glands are present in human body. So few. That is a pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is called master gland of the body because it secretes number of hormones and it also controls the secretions of other endocrine glands. That is why pituitary gland is called a master of endocrine glands. So for example, it secretes a hormone called a growth hormone which controls the growth. It helps in development of growth and muscles. Hypothalamus secretes so many hormones, and one of the hormone is vasopressin. And pineal gland, it controls circadian rhythm. It secretes a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin controls the circadian rhythm, that is waking sleeping pattern. Next, thyroid gland secretes thyroxine. So it mainly helps in physical and mental growth and development in children especially. So body metabolism. Parathyroid gland secretes parathermone. It helps in the absorption of calcium and phosphorus in blood and bones. It maintains the levels of calcium and phosphate in blood and bones. And thymus is thymosin, which is very helpful in the production of lymphocytes, which play important role in defense mechanism. Adrenal gland secretes a hormone which is called as adrenaline. So a pair of adrenal glands are present on the top of the kidneys. They look like caps on the kidneys. So adrenal gland secretes one of the hormone adrenaline, which is secreted during emotional conditions, and it makes the person to face the situation. Testis present in males, it produces a hormone which is called as testosterone, and ovaries produce a hormone in a female reproductive system, estrogen. So these are the important endocrine glands and the hormones secreted by them. Okay, that is the thing. Why the use of iodized salt is advisable. So thyroid gland secretes a hormone called thyroxine. It is required for growth and physical growth and mental growth. So iodine is important for the production of thyroxine. If there is a deficiency of thyroxine, especially in children, physical and mental growth will not take place properly, and in adults it causes a disease which is called as goiter. A disease called as goiter, swelling in the neck region. So that is why it is always advisable to take iodized salt. That means the salt enriched with iodine, so that we can avoid the disease goiter. Okay, so that is in a simple way you can answer. Thyroxine requires iodine for normal production. If there is deficiency of iodine, if there is deficiency of thyroxine, in adults a disease occurs which is called as goiter, and in children physical and mental development is when the mental development is not will not take place properly. So that is why it is advisable to take iodized salt. Which hormone is called fight or flight hormone? So the hormone secreted by adrenal gland. Adrenal gland secretes a hormone called adrenaline, which is secreted during emotional conditions like anger, pain, pleasure, etc. And it makes the person either to face the situation, fight the situation, or run away from the situation. That is why it is called fight or flight hormone. So that means due to the production of adrenaline, so many physical changes will also take place. Raising, that means heartbeat increases, pupil dilates, and goosebumps are formed. So that means so many things will happen, and it makes the person to face the situation. That is why it is called fight or flight hormone. And name the disorder which a person likely to suffer due to the following. So what happens? Over secretion of growth hormone. So growth hormone which is secreted by pituitary gland, if it is over secreted, what happens? The person grows extremely tall. That results in gigantism. If it is secreted in less quantities, the growth in the person will be stopped. That results in dwarfism. And next thing, less secretion of thyroxine results in improper body metabolism. In adults, it leads to a disease which is called as a goiter, a swelling in the neck region. Less secretion of estrogen. So in female reproductive system, estrogen is secreted in less quantities. Secondary sexual characters in females do not develop. That is the thing. And less secretion of parathormone. Parathormone secretes a hormone which is called parathyroid gland produces parathormone. This parathormone helps in the absorption of calcium and phosphate. So if there is less secretion of parathormone, bones become soft. Suppose if parathormone is secreted in excess of quantities, bones become stiff and they remain in a contracted condition. Okay. Next, which gland is called mixed gland? Which gland is called mixed gland? Pancreas is called mixed gland. Why? Because it secretes both enzymes and also hormones. It acts as exocrine gland secreting enzymes, endocrine glands secreting hormones. So that is why it is called mixed gland. Okay. And name the cells which secrete hormones in pancreas. So pancreas produces pancreatic juice. So in pancreatic juice, certain cells are present which secrete hormones. So they are called as islets of Langerhans. They are called islets of Langerhans. How chemical coordination takes place in animals. So in animals, chemical coordination is under the control of two systems, nervous system and endocrine system. Nervous system, we have already studied, endocrine system, hormones, and nervous system, nerve cells. Okay. Why some patients of diabetes are treated by giving injections of insulin. So if the pancreatic juice, islets of Langerhans secrete less amount of urine, the person will suffer with a disease which is called as diabetes mellitus. So that is why, that means what happens in diabetes mellitus, the excess amount of glucose is present in blood and urine. So that is why to avoid this condition, this disease condition, the person is advised to take insulin injections. And one more disease, diabetes insipidus. This is vasopressin. Is another hormone. If it is deficient, if it is secreted in less quantities, another disease occurs which is called as diabetes insipidus. So diabetes insipidus conditions, what happens? Excess of urine is produced. So that is why that condition is called diabetes insipidus. So here insulin deficiency causes diabetes mellitus. In general, it is referred to as just diabetes, but actually it is diabetes mellitus. Deficiency of vasopressin leads to diabetes insipidus, where excess amount of urine is produced. So these are all the important hormones. So chemical coordination in animals takes place by two systems, nervous system and endocrine system. Okay, so these are all the important questions with regard to endocrine system. So hope you have understood. In the next class, we shall deal with the plants, how the coordination, chemical coordination occurs in plants. Okay, thank you.